Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a series of things. Basically, I'm here today asking all of you just some, general questions about your opinions of how the new Necron army, well, not really new anymore, but how the Necron Codex should be used and like your ideas on that. But also we're going to be talking about 6th edition because that's going to be coming out soon. A lot of people are very psyched for it. So yeah, we can talk about that as well. The first thing I was going to talk about is I'm looking at these two units. We've got the Lich Guard and of course the Triarch Praetorians, because at the moment they're not really worth their point costs, because it's like 200 points for a basic unit of just 5 of them. So you don't really end up taking them. You just get a couple of these wraiths and you'll be fine because they just eat through anything. So I was going to ask, what are your opinions on any updates we're going to get for the rulebooks that will make these two units, a lot better on the battlefield and worth their points? Because obviously at the moment they're not so, but they've been tested with the 6th edition rules, so surely they should be like awesome when the new rules come out. But the problem is, because they're not, and they're just so expensive, you end up taking loads of wraiths and loads of scarabs, just so you can actually deal a load of damage on the enemy. So you're moving away from the original style Necron army, where you have loads of troops and loads of just loads of Necron warriors and bunch of war sides on your overlords and stuff, and sending in destroy lords, and you get these armies focused on scarab farming and sticking in a tomb spider and just spawning on loads of scarabs for you, which will admittedly eat through pretty much anything. But when you're playing, an enemy who focuses on blast templates, like a marine with loads of plasma launchers, or if you get a Tau guy with a load of hammerheads, they're going to get blown up really quick. So you get problems with that. Also, a lot of the 6th edition stuff we're seeing involves Psykers. Now, I play Tau and Necron, so I have no Psykers whatsoever. I'm focused entirely on shooting stuff and hoping it dies. So, are we going to get any bolsters for these armies that are going to make them more psychic proof, or are we going to get some psychic stuff in the new Tau Codex if that comes out? And there are all these problems with defining what a psychic character is, because in the Necron Codex, strictly speaking, these guys over here, they're not actually psychers my cryptics. They're just, guys with cool powers. But they're not psychic powers or anything. So does that mean I'm not going to get any of the advantages of something that Librarian's going to get if we get a psychic update that makes them really good? Because that just seems a little bit unfair. Although I do know a lot of people think that Necrons are unfair on their own, but that's something that you really take into consideration when all this stuff is happening. Also, something I want to talk about is the new Necron vehicles that we've had out. We've just got the new Nightside and Doomside, so there's a look at my Doomside there with a Triarch Stalker. And what I was thinking I could do is I could field one or two of each of the Necron vehicles in a couple of battle reports and see some of the advantages, see some of the disadvantages, and just show you guys. So when Annihilation Barge is not your go-to guy, when do you use a Doom Scythe, when do you use a Triarch Stalker, what's the best situation for each of these things, and then obviously different weapon combinations and stuff. And also, what's your opinion on Ghost Arc and Nightside? So, which one do you favour? Because obviously you get Repair Barge with the Ghost Arc, but then you get the really fast movement of the Nightside if you get that, plus the bigger storage capacity. Another thing I want to talk about is over here. these my destroyers, because I haven't used my destroyers in ages because I haven't needed to, and also they're not really, they cost a lot. I know they cost less than before, but they're very hard to explain for using, especially the heavy destroyers, because they don't do enough and they die too quickly, especially with the reanimation protocols instead of will be back there. All of my destroyers are dying too fast, so I'm just ending up not using them. And of course, another thing that you don't end up using so much, Catan Shard. Well, I haven't used it much, because the powers aren't anywhere near as good as before. Admittedly, it's like half the price, but it's hard to give a reason to field some Catan Shard in the current army. So just, leave me with a couple of your opinions. What am I going to do about my town Necrons when the Psychers come calling? And whatever you do, we can talk about this in my next video, and I'll be leaving this comment section completely free, so you can say whatever you want. And don't be afraid to subscribe, like this video, and leave your opinions. And I'll see you guys in my next video.